Henry Kuhlman, Fort Greene. I'll just put out a bunch of questions and then somebody can answer them if they want to, or you don't have to, I guess. Clay settling areas. I would, it's 300 and some acres. This mine, there's gonna have, how many of these clay settling areas are gonna be out there? How big are each of these clay settling areas? What percentage of the total mine area out there is gonna be clay settling areas? I thought that the clay was gonna be put up in Polk County. I'd like to know what's going into the clay settling areas besides clay. I've heard all kinds of rumors about reagents and other kinds of chemicals that are used in segregating the phosphate ore out of the sand and the clay that ends up in that clay that goes back out in those pits. I would really like to know, since Mosaic owns this land, at a certain point, what the plan is on those clay settling areas, what that clay settling area is going to look like in 5, 10, 25, 50, 100 years from now, and what Mosaic's plan is for that 300 and some acres out there in that clay settling area. What is the final plan for that 300 and some acres? And then the other question I had was, how many clay settling areas are there in Hardy County? What is the total acreage in Hardy County? What percentage of all this mined land in Hardy County is clay settling areas or sand clay settling areas? And what has been the use of all that clay settling areas in Hardy County that's sitting out there right now, and all this reclaimed or unreclaimed or being reclaimed land out there, or future clay settling areas that are planned for Hardy County? And what percentage of all mined land or future mined land that's in permit right now in Hardy County that's going to be in clay settling areas? And what are we going to do with all those clay settling areas? I mean, what we just talked about today was Mr. Thompson here is really happy about the dam engineer. And then Mr. Knight says that, has anything changed about clay settling areas from in the past? That doesn't say anything about what is going on with these clay settling areas. From my understanding, nothing ever happens out there. These are permanent wastelands where nothing is ever going to happen in these clay settling areas. It's a place where nothing happens, I think, unless somebody can tell me what's going to happen in a clay settling area. I would really like to know what Mosaic plans to do with all this property that they bought in Hardy County that's in clay settling. Would you let me finish my sentence there, Chairman? Just finish the sentence? You don't want to hear what I have to say?
You have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thanks so much.